Hi Algebra students, we're back for problem number 6. I had to cut the video off because I wanted to redo this example. So we're starting with the picture that would be on the screen, and I'm going to read the problem out loud. Printing costs. This is for lesson 12.3. You are creating brochures that promote your school's sports events. You pay $20 for computer time. The cost of printing a brochure is 60 cents each. Write an equation that gives the average cost as a function of the number of brochures printed. Isn't this a cool picture? This is a picture of a printer and really beautiful brochures, and that's a real world problem that we would use. And so that uses the inverse function equations that we've been studying in algebra right now. So let's go to our page. So this is number 6 for you, and we're going to write down some of the important facts that we just got from the problem. So it's $20 for computer time, and it's 60 cents per brochure. All right, so we need to write an equation that represents the cost per brochure. Okay? The cost. So I have the cost. So let's talk about the cost. My average cost is going to be the computer time. So my computer time cost plus my total cost for per brochure. So I've got my brochure cost times the number of brochures, right? So that would vary. The computer cost is always the same. The number of brochures I order is going to vary. So do I have, in this case, well, I don't know yet. If I have 100 brochures, 1,000 brochures, my cost is going to vary based on how many I have, but every time I have to multiply by my 60 cents. And this is going to be divided by the number printed. Okay? So now that we have our verbal model, or my model using words, I'm going to change it into math. So my average cost is C, and I'm going to put numbers in where I can. And I know my computer cost is going to be $20. It's always $20. And then my brochure cost is 60 cents each, and I'm going to multiply that by B, if B is the number of brochures. Okay? And the number of brochures would also go in the bottom. So that's it. That's my equation. Now let's see how this works. Let's say I wanted to order 1,200 brochures. What's my cost? Okay, so let's put 1,200 in there. So I have 20 plus 0.6 times 1,200 over 1,200, and we'll work it out. So I've got $20, and now 60 cents times 1,200 is actually $720 over 1,200. So I end up with a cost of $740 for 1,200 brochures, and that ends up being 62 cents each. So my cost is 62 cents each from this particular company. All right? So I want you to do 2 OIOs. The first one is n squared minus 6 divided by -3 plus n. And the second one is write an equation of the cost if each brochure is 80 cents and how much would 1,000 brochures cost on average per brochure. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video and we'll go over these in just a few minutes. I'm going to change colors while you're working, and now we're going to work it out. Okay, so number 1, this is another one of those problems where I have to put a zero term in. So first I'm going to take -3 plus n and I'm going to switch that to n minus 3. Okay, and now I'm going to put that underneath my house. And that becomes n squared. Now I want to put a 0n term in to hold the place of that term. And when I actually work it out, we'll see that that's very useful. So how many times does n go into n squared? N times. So n times -3 is -3n, and n squared. Change the signs. Always change the signs. Don't forget, multiply and then change the signs. And then I get 3n minus 6. And what do I multiply n by to get 3n? Well, I multiply by 3. So I get 3n minus 9. Don't forget, change the signs. So I get 3 left over, and that is my remainder. So I have to write that as 3 over n minus 3. Okay, so there's my answer to number 1. Going back up here, if I had an equation that was 80 cents per brochure and I needed 1,000 brochures, I'm going to come down here and write this down. So my equation would be C equals $20 plus 80 cents times the number of brochures over the number of brochures. Okay, so that works out. So that's the first part of the answer. And then if I put 1,000 brochures in, what do I get? What is the average cost per brochure? So I get 20 plus 800 over 1,000. Oh, look at this. So I get 820, whoops, over 1,000, so that would be 82 cents per brochure. So actually this is a lot more expensive than the other example we did. Okay, so I'm going to send you the link and your homework, and I hope you have a great day. Take care now. I miss you guys.